Many of the BITSAT aspirants could actually score a lot better if they don't do this 5 mistakes before the final BITSAT exam. You should change it right away if you are doing these mistakes. So hello everyone, this is Kushal Sarkar, and in today's video we are going to talk about the top 5 mistakes that BITSAT aspirants actually make, which drastically decreases their score. Many of the BITSAT aspirants could actually score a lot better if they don't do this 5 mistakes before the final BITSAT exam. So all of these mistakes are very important, and you should keep these in your mind and you should change it right away if you are doing these mistakes. The very first mistake is focusing on too much theory and not practicing enough questions. Now if you keep on watching one shot videos, if you keep on reading theory rather than solving the actual questions, this is the same mistake that you have done for JEE, and if you keep on doing this mistake for BITSAT, you will not do great in BITSAT first attempt as well as the second attempt. So it's very important to cover the theory as well, but it's more important to actually practice the questions as well. If you don't practice the question, ultimately you won't develop the speed and accuracy that is required to ace BITSAT. And finally, on the day of the exam, even if you know the theory, even if you know the concept, because of lack of practice, you won't be able to complete the papers in the given time and you won't be able to score great. Practice is important because first of all, it improves your accuracy, and second thing is it improves your speed. And this takes me to my second point, that is not practicing the questions in a timed manner. Now, unlike JEE, in BITSAT you have to be very fast and you have to be very quick to answer the concepts. Even if you know the concepts, if you take much time to recollect the concepts and then solve it, calculate it, if you don't know the short tricks, if you haven't developed short methods, if you don't know the standard formulas, if you don't know the standard results already, you won't be able to solve the questions in the given timed manner, which is very important for BITSAT. अगर सोचने में ही अगर तुम 1 मिनट निकाल दो तो 1 मिनट में क्वेश्चन कहाँ से सॉल्व होगा? So it's very important that you should be very quick, your reflexes should be very quick, and ये कहाँ से होगा? As I said, practicing questions, and it's not that just practicing questions in a timed manner. So most of the students never practice questions in a timed manner. They think they have unlimited or infinite time, but this costs them a lot. So that's why a timed manner practice is very important. So if you're solving any book, you're solving any JEE Main PYQs, make sure that you have a stopwatch going on and you practice in a timed manner. And secondly, if you're giving chapter wise tests from Fodu Club, वहाँ तो already timer चलते ही रहता है ऊपर. That is the best source for your practice. The next mistake that most of the students do, and this is very important, listen to this very carefully. Okay, most of the students ignore their body clock. अभी भी काफ़ी सारे बच्चे study late night, ठीक है, 2, 3, 4. I was talking to a girl, she was studying till 6 AM in the morning. Can you believe that? Now BITSAT में तो ऐसा नहीं होगा that they will tell you that ले भाई रात के 3 बजे I am giving you the paper, 3 AM in the night, you solve this question, you are at your maximum efficiency. Most of the students tell me that they are at their maximum efficiency at night, but will you get to solve the actual BITSAT paper at night? No, right? So maximum 1 or 2, that should be the max. After that you should go to sleep, and based on your slot that you are going to select for BITSAT, either the morning slot or the afternoon slot, yes, you will be able to select your own slot for BITSAT. It's not like JEE Main that it will be allotted to you randomly. You will get to choose your own slot. So whatever slot you will be choosing, morning or the afternoon slot, at least practice during that time. Practice sitting for 3 hours. If it's 10 to 1, practice sitting 10 to 1. If it's 3 to 6, practice sitting 3 to 6. Either you are giving mock test, at least give 2 mock tests in a week from now. That's very important. And on the days you are not giving mock test, have a sitting of proper 3 hours. Don't get up before that. Now this is very important because a lot of students tell me that they know the concepts, they know how to solve the questions, but when they give mock test, slowly their efficiency reduces. मन नहीं होता फिर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने का, लेथार्जिक लगता है, नींद आने लगती है, ठीक है, क्वेश्चंस छूट जाते हैं at the end. All of these problems happen with the students. That is just because first thing, your body clock is fogged. You need to train your body clock in these end days, otherwise you won't be able to perform on the final day of exam even if you know the concepts well. And the second thing is you haven't developed the habit of sitting continuously for 3 hours. That's very important. You need to develop the habit of sitting continuously for 3 hours. Try to do this at least once in a day. That's the least you should do. The next mistakes that students do is ignoring English and logical reasoning and chemistry. Now these are the 2 subjects or 3 subjects that can actually boost your score at the end. Even if you're weak in physics, even if you're weak in maths, chemistry, English and logical reasoning can help you boost a score a lot. Now 30 questions of chemistry and 30 questions of English and art, that is 60 questions, 60 into 3, 180 marks. Now from these 180 marks, you should at least score 150 marks. That is literally free marks. In chemistry, you literally get lollipop questions directly from the line of NCERT. So for chemistry, read NCERT properly, or if you have the notes of NCERT, read all of that properly. Keep everything in your head properly. Keep revising stuff so that you don't forget till the end of the exam. Because even if your maths is weak, in these end days, maths will not give you that much output. The same amount of time if you put in chemistry, it is going to give you much amount of output. And the second thing is English and logical reasoning. Daily at least practice 30 to 40 minutes English and logical reasoning. It is very important. Practice from a right resource. If you are looking for a course, Photo Club has already made a very structured course on English and LR. You can check it out on our website. You get it along with the test series. In the course, you get recorded lectures, live lessons and practice worksheet, everything at one place, so you don't have to worry from where should I practice the questions. But yeah, keep this in mind and don't ignore English and LR and practice English and LR and chemistry properly. It's literally free marks. Now the next mistake that students do is thinking too much and doing nothing. अभी भी बैठे हुए हैं watching hundreds of videos, hundreds of strategies, but still not doing anything. Thinking a lot कि JEE main में अच्छे नंबर नहीं आया, I did badly in JEE main, will I be able to do well in BITSAT, अरे will I have to take a drop. All of these things you keep on thinking and waste a lot of your time thinking all of these things. Still, if you are looking for good books, if you are looking for resources and still you haven't made up your mind and limited your resources, अभी भी भटक रहे हो तो कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा. You need to calm yourself down. You need to believe in what you are doing. Trust yourself and give your best every single day. That's very important. 12 to 14 hours every single day doing your work, neglecting all of the emotions, all of the thoughts that is going in your head. That should be your priority. You should just focus on achieving your goals at the end of the day. That should be your priority. So don't think too much. ठीक है, दिमाग में थॉट्स आ रहे हैं, आने दो, कुछ भी हो रहा है होने दो. द ओनली थिंग यू शुड केयर अबाउट इज कंप्लीटिंग योर वर्क एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, वॉट एवर यू हैव डिसाइडेड. गॉट इट? क्लियर? गुड. Now let's talk about the last mistake. The last mistake that most of the BITSAT aspirants do is not giving enough mock test. Now I'm telling this to you once again, giving mock test is super important, and mock test is the only way you can improve your score in BITSAT. Mock test is the way you can give mock test, analyze it, identify your mistakes, work on those mistakes and improve those mistakes, and keep on improving those mistakes from one mock test to the other mock test, one mock test to the other mock test, and in a smart way boost your score. So अगर अभी तक भी if you haven't started giving mock test, अभी भी सोच रहे हो सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाए फिर दूंगा, यार सिलेबस तो BITSAT एग्जाम के दिन भी कंप्लीट नहीं होगा, BITSAT भी देने मत जाना फिर. No matter where is your syllabus, start giving mock test from now. And in the mock test section, many students actually do this mistake of giving the mocks from an irrelevant resource. Practicing from a relevant resource is very important. I'm saying this again. If you're solving mocks from somewhere जहाँ के mocks बहुत ज़्यादा difficult है, so कम marks आएंगे, you will feel demotivated. If you're solving from somewhere where the mocks are super easy, you'll become overconfident, and on the actual day of exam you'll score way lesser than that. So it's very important that you solve from a relevant resource, and that's why I always recommend you to practice from Photo Club. That is made by BITScience. As I already told you, it's not just a test series. You get 20 relevant mock test series, and you also get the English LR course as well with the test series, and not just English LR course, chapter wise tests of all the chapters as well, and exclusive mentorship by BITScience in which you are added in a WhatsApp group, weekly Google Meets and much more. So give mock test, analyze them very properly. I've already made a video on how to analyze mock test, so watch that. Most of the students actually give mock test but never analyze it in a right manner and never actually are able to improve in the mock test. So no time to waste. Link of Photo Club is in the description and comment box. Enroll now if you haven't already. Wish you all the very best. साथ में फोड़ेंगे.